Sweet. I don't have my camera on again. Awesome. Cool. Hold up. Let me fix that. I'm really good at starting streams. You know? Really, really dope. Ow, what the fuck? Enter passcode. Remind me later. Droid webcam. Swap it. What the fuck? There we go. Okay. That like that. And then let me plug that in before anything else so it doesn't die on me while I'm doing stuff. There we go. Alright. Alright, so yeah, and we have a car. That's an update from yesterday. Yesterday's stream where I ended it abruptly because me and Yara had to go get a car. So we have a car now. Yeah! And apparently when you buy a car from a dealership versus like from someone else, they just do the process of getting. I don't know if that's a California thing or not, but like in New York, it was always so frustrating and so much work to just get registration and do all this stupid shit. You'd have to go to the DMV, you'd have to do all this stuff. Apparently, you don't have to worry about that at all here. They just got your back. It's all good. It's all good. So we're just waiting for our registration in the mail, and we have temporary license plates that we can drive around in, so we can go and do whatever the fuck we want. We have a car. There's nothing else we need to worry about, to my knowledge. So we're doing good. On that note, my hair, uber shaggy at this point. I don't like this crazy whatever thing I got going on in the back here, so I'm gonna go get me a haircut and also get me my hair dyed. And I'm thinking pink on top, blue around the base, and I got this like cool cotton candy thing going on. Now I got Arctic Fox dye, so I don't know how long that's gonna last, but I think for a first, I've dyed my hair once before and it was just like a black, so I think for a first experiment with some like crazy flavors that it'll be a good one. So I just saw Simon Stellahag and I'm thinking methinks that some Simon Stellahag maybe SoundCloud, maybe on SoundCloud. Methinks like that's the perfect way to start off today. Simon Stellahag. I spelled his name wrong, didn't I? No? No, I didn't. Haha! Yay! Oh my god. What? Bruh.
Där träffas man och byter grejer.
Whoa. Was that Swedish? Swedish? Yeah, I know he's a Swedish guy. Sure. Why not? We'll start with whatever's going on with that one, and then we'll make a new, or we'll go to an old. You know, I'm just gonna close out of all this and just decide what to work on. Does it save the mini? Yes, I think I saved to Dowd. Yeah, Dowd's looking cooler. Saved to Reggie, sure. All right, so we'll go to the Will Tower folder. We will look up concepting. We'll look up notations. All sorts of stuff that needs to be figured out. I need to start writing up a new script. I wrote, so I'll show this straight up. I have a whole ass script here. So this is, scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4, scene 5, right? And then like after scene 6, that's when stuff starts getting beefy. So like scene 8, look at this shit. Scene 9, scene 10, and I had this whole thing going on, and I think good morning, Colin. Hi, hey, Kiara. So I have I lost my train of thought. I have a bunch of stuff that's probably going to stay very similar to the first script I wrote, but I definitely got to write a second script. I don't know if I'm going to do that on Cam, because I feel like that would be boring, because like I know that for that one I'm going to need to zone out and just start tip-a-tapping, so dude, that Earl Grey hitting me in the morning is coming. Dude, I like, I gotta admit, like, I feel like some people just don't like Yara just doesn't like going to sleep because he wants to like do something, but like I love going to sleep because like my first thought when I go to sleep is just like, dude, I get to like wake up and start my day. Like that's one of my favorite parts of the day is just like the first part of the day when I wake up, I brew some tea. Or like I guess I wake up, I watch some stuff on my phone for a second, and then I get up and I brew some tea. And then, oh dude, that first cup of tea is always so good. Knock on wood, I guess. But I make that first cup of tea, stellar. And then whenever I start working on it, I'm creatively free in the morning, man. I don't know what it is. Later in the day, that's where all like the pressure comes and like, well not pressure, but like, I can do whatever. I have a few hours in the morning to just do whatever the fuck I want. And then I like this setup that I have, I guess. Oh shit. I was showing it over here, I guess. Okay, well yeah, so I have this whole script. I think like elements and parts of it are definitely gonna stay the same, but like all the fights I gotta retcon and not retcon, but fix up, because there's two added elements to each of them, which is the bigger personality of the person that's in the fight, and then the bigger personality of the antagonist. And both those are kind of going to have a duality. But, yeah, I'm digging this. Dude, I love me some chiptunes. I had a dream about a Frankenstein costume. My God, we look amazing. Nice. I had a dream that there was a, what do I say? How do I say this? A girly boy in my life. A woman. I guess a trans. I wouldn't say a trans girl though, because like he was very clearly like cool with being a guy. But beautiful man in my life. That's what happened to me. And my dream got very weird. Okay. In mode, Rich. Alright, I'm gonna work on Dennis. Let's do Dennis. Let's do Dennis now. Fuck it. Let's blow it out of proportion. Get mad at like. I don't care if it looks stupid. I'd rather it look stupid than boring. I'm gonna fucking write that down. I think that's a great piece of advice. I think it's a fantastic piece of advice. Nope. I'd rather it look stupid than boring. Okay. Full size, full screen. I don't have the lineup on here. Oh, do I? Yeah, I do. Alright, my boy Dennis here. Well, it's boring. Fix it. I gotta treat myself like I don't know why people are so harsh on themselves. Would they be that harsh if someone who's been doing it for 30 years, you know, said the same thing? I mean, some people I think would believe that that's very harsh, but I think he's got this oval face. So let's go crazy with that. Let's make that like super oval. Yeah. Make him like Hey Arnold style, and blow his Oh, let me I always do this. That's my little inking brush. Oh yeah, this is definitely Simon Stalahag. I can hear that Simon Stankalag. Oh, I'm already excited to play more freaking Zelda too. Oh, dude, I'm liking this. I'm liking streaming. Let's drop this down a little bit. No. More. 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 Yeah, it looks like Kirby. His face looks like Kirby. Like if I went like this, look like Kirby, yeah. My man is in dreamland. I said that to Yara yesterday right before I went to sleep. I was so happy. I was like, yo, bro. Like, I'm posting in his room. I was like, dude, Kirby just called me. I gotta head to Dreamland. He needs my help. You need anything before I go to sleep? Before I bounce? And he was just like, what? And he's like, he got like so confused. He had Hey Arnold. Yeah, that's you know, like I think that's the thing is like Hey Arnold. Look at Hey Arnold, dude. Oh, that show has stayed with people but like, yeah, dude, they pushed his dad to a fucking football. I'm just trying to push it now. I don't care. LLT. Oh, fuck, dog. So good. So he has like this kind of like this going on, which I can replicate. Let's do like way bigger though. That I hope you say barrage. I kind of like this like. It's kind of like, yeah. That adds just a little bit without too much. So, like, I think, like, I don't want to say this. No, I will say it, because then I can either reaffirm or not. So, I think what I'm trying to do is add, like, really cool accents to characters with really simple ways of drawing them. You know, so, like, think about Mindy. The hair is really... I like the blockular style, because it's very easy to sort of just be like... Boom, 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 boom. Right? It's very easy to draw that. But it looks really cool and intense. And I think that's something to learn maybe, is that like sometimes what looks like a lot of like sometimes it's, you know, something that looks super complex is actually way simpler than if I were to like try to draw it, you know, like this every time. It would come out, you know, different and weird all the time, but because I simplify it, both it looks really cool stylistically speaking, but also it's just way simpler for me to draw. So it's like plus, man, there's no downside. Yes. I like the idea of giving them special eye things going on. I love this already so much. What did I give? I give him like a square nose. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna put him in some different clothes than he's in. Yeah. No, I gotta give him like, there's gotta be glasses. Oh, this is already like 10,000 times better. But look at that, dude. Just push the just take a design, push it. Take a design, push it. Take a design, push it. Push it until you can't push it no more. Pull it back. Add some minor details. Good to go. I don't know like why. You know, like I feel like people suck at explaining things because like they're good at creating art, but they suck at like explaining or simplifying it down. That's why I like Ethan Becker so much because he talks to me like I'm a moron because I am a moron and because he's a moron, and that's beautiful. I forget what one of the quotes that I fucking love by him is he was talking about he was like taking some advice from another artist and he was breaking it down more, and he's like, you see, these artists will never understand that you're more stupid than they ever were. And I like that so much because when he's saying that, what he's saying there is basically just like that these guys don't understand that you need it to be even simpler for you to really understand it, and that's all he's saying. But really, he breaks it down even further, and because he breaks it down even further, it becomes so much more simpler. And if you approach complex art like an idiot, and you learn it like an idiot, you're not a moron. No, I am a moron, and I'm cool with that though. I don't think you understand. Like, I'm not beating myself up. I'm just saying that, like, you know, when it comes to approaching how art works, learning it like a moron works really well for me. Like, every time, like, when someone tries to explain stuff in the most complex way, I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? But then when someone walks in, draw this, do this, but, like, turn squares. And I'm like, and that makes total sense. And then, boom, I'm drawing hands like fucking, woo! Like, look at this blockage, right? Like, whoa. Crazy. Who's gonna be the smart one in our friendship? Why do we need a smart one? But look at that, like I'm drawing like a hand, like it's like nothing to do. Yeah, like if someone just was like, dude, just draw blocks, it would have made so much more sense to me before. Not that like some people don't like the block style, but this is like, dude, that was like so simple to me, and it looks really good as a hand, you know. But like if you want to, you can like then curve it. You can curve it like after the fact almost. But like, you know, if you just kind of build it off that thing, it just kind of you know helps simplify it so goddamn much. And it's boom, look at that. Like now we got a nice curvy fat fingers, right? And like drawing them like this is fine. But what I'm starting to realize, let's look at fully draw hands. Well, practice. But try doing this too. Try building it out of squares. What I'm starting to realize is that drawing stuff circular, right? Like not all the time, but sometimes, at least for me, it actually makes it harder to make stuff consistent. Because if I'm trying to like do something, because when something's like more fluid, right, it's usually more circular and round, right? So when something's more fluid, when you're drawing that over and over again, and it's supposed to stay still, it's a little bit harder. When you're drawing a blockular, like drawing a box over and over again, is way simpler than trying to. Well, I guess maybe not. I mean, maybe I'm just talking bullshit. But I guess my point is that like it's a little bit easier for me to look, because when you, I guess a organic shape versus inorganic shape, you know what I mean? Like, it's way easier to just draw a cube than it is to necessarily draw a really, you know, wavy vase or something like that. This is nice. So I guess my point is just that, I'll make a new playlist at some point and just call it Stale Stank or something. So my point is that when you're drawing, like when I look at his hair at this point, right? Oops. Or like Mindy's hair. Mindy's hair is a really good example. It looks like just this, like a solid object. You know, it looks like a consistent. I don't know. It's like polygons versus like a fully rendered character, right? The polygons are really blocky and goofy, but like they're so much easier to like draw, and that's why like it's easy to draw like polygon cloud. It's not necessarily easy to draw more rendered cloud, but that's because there's a lot of more flow and a lot more inorganic shape. Or sorry, a lot more organic shape to him. So yeah, if I can just get these big, very like not necessarily like they're not squares or whatever, but they're just these very nice shapes to all these characters, then like it'll be easy for me to sort of like remember what that shape is, you know. And that's also what a reference sheet is for. But anyway, so I'm gonna give him these gear irises because he's a engineer as of right now, which might change. We'll see. So this already feels more interesting than this. This doesn't feel bad, but this feels more pushed and like he's more goofy looking. I'm not necessarily set on this, but you know, dude, my man Simon Stalhag, he creates music that like blows me through time. It's amazing. I don't know what it is, but it's not like I don't land in the past, I don't land in the future, I don't land in the present, but I'm just in the in between, you know, like Chrono Trigger. Like I could probably spooge out. Hold up. Chrono Trigger time GIF. Yeah. I'm just here. Give me this. No. Yeah. This is accurate. This is real accurate. Okay. I could probably sit there and listen to Simon Stalhag music for hours. I'm gonna go poopy though. Shax, what's going on? Shut up. Cool. There's a clean ad and also run videos. That's fine. I don't care about that. What's this? Yeah, people won't be able to watch this shit. Okay. I'm back from you. Wowzers. Man, that tea really hits me fast, yo. It, like, flushes my system, like, immediately. Oh, bless this. Alright, let me get more sippages from tea. I feel like I just lost something. Like I just dropped so much that my body just feels like it feels like empty now. That's crazy. Alright. So this is already feeling a bit better. Now, I had him in like a... Damn, now just big time rush. Good. So... should I give him like a 1 jumpsuit? Maybe? That's not what I meant. Engineer. What the fuck? Fallout. It looks so ugly now. This game used to really be something, and it just looks so ugly now. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, definitely. That's more something. That ooh. Controller, loop service rider. Some good music, dude. Something like this, maybe. He's supposed to be a nerd? No, he's supposed to be more than a nerd. I'm not doing basic designs anymore. Yo. So it doesn't matter what a person is. What matters is how much I can push the design. Stereotypical big glasses bullshit, like not doing it anymore. It's boring. Before you had this like Not that character designs that people draw like that are inherently boring. It's boring for me to draw a stereotypical character. That's what I'm trying to say. So if someone wants to make a character a certain way based off of, you know, sort of like a pre-existing archetype of what that character would be. So, for example, a nerd, big glasses, and whatever. I can go right ahead. And oftentimes, I don't know, like the one girl in Owl House is like a really good design. The nerdy chick. Why is this not letting me? Like, is it all? Oh, there. Well, I kind of already got it, so. Yay. That's what I'm looking up right now. That's a good one. I need a... Oh no! I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna download this album right now. I'm so happy. I've been freaking... Yeah, no, I really was like killing my, I don't want to say killing my creativity, but I really wasn't listening to myself for quite some time. Alright, so oh, I never changed the stream, did I? Hold up, let me put this right to downloads and then go do that. That's still marked for Twilight Princess, isn't it? God damn it, I suck at doing that. Ah, willpower! Willpower! Probably repeating myself because I have the stream going. Hold on. Yeah, I think I'm like. I think I got a lot of pixel in me. I'm part pixel. Go to downloads. Go to. I don't know where to go. What? Oh. Yeah, that works, I guess. Alright. Oh, that's downloaded. Come on, why do you donk out like this all the time? It's pissing me off, man. Dance. Yeah. Oh, lane's not selected. Okay. Sure. Awesome. I miss my girly boy from my dream, man. That was, so kind. My dude's thick. Well, they're more like, pooping out. I think I hate this guy. Am I supposed to hate this guy? I mean, not really. Maybe at first. That would make sense. I guess, because it's kind of losery at first. So, like, I feel like most people would be like, I don't want to relate with this guy. He's kind of lame. But then you find out that he's not so lame. What about it is it that you're not digging? Maybe I can see where you're coming from and be like, you know what, you're right. That's kind of dumb. Let me fix that. Or is it just his face? Is it just the super wide Hey Arnold goober face? I should give him some like little facial hair speckles. Maybe not. I don't know. What does Photoshop keep honking out of me? Why does this happen so often? I don't understand. My workspace just gets locked and I can't freaking save changes? Sure. I will say though that like as much of a dorky as this first kind of drawing, I was just like, this guy looks like a furry, which like I have no beef against no furry, whatever, doesn't really bother me, but like it just looks like the kind of guy that would just like spend way too long on DeviantArt, I guess. I don't know if the base ass shoe is gonna. I mean, I could do something like cool, like. Well, no, I'd probably go this way. Give it like a. That's kind of cool. Ah, yes. Perfect. How to warp like a pro. Don't feel like redrawing it. Flip horizontal. I think Yara might be cooking breakfast or something. Or it's downstairs. We went to. Got hit with some fragrance that smelled a little juicy. I think these are like boots, but also like clown shoes. I think that's a little benefactor. I think his head needs to be bigger. I think that's truth here. Maybe even wider. Yeah, feels a little bit better. That might be a little too much. See what I mean though? Keep pushing the design till it just feels like it's too much. And then pull it back. What is like a zipper end on a jumpsuit? These are all female jumpsuits. Jumpsuit male. Oh, I should have saved that because I was kind of referencing that one. Yeah, I guess they kind of like stop like right here. It is better. Oh. So he has like gloves too. We'll just put his hands here without really much detail, just to sort of imply. I know. It's in a lax pose, sort of. Yeah, it's a bit better. I think there's something weird's going on with his legs here. Should I just do like straight? I guess that works. Oh, I got that. I might start doing some lazy day streams. Not anytime soon, of course. I'm not feeling lazy at all, but like, I don't know, maybe like a Saturday here and a Monday there when I'm just like, nah. I've been feeling it super good, so like I think. But like if I ever get, you know, one of those days where I'm just like, blah, I can't focus on anything, maybe I'll just pull up some Stardew Valley and play something like that, or it's just chill. I'm not like, I had a whole fucking rant. I had a dream where I had to like argue about like, not argue, but like, I don't hate Minecraft, but I don't like playing Minecraft. I feel like a lot of the fun comes from playing with a lot of people, and to be honest, I haven't done that on a lot of servers and stuff like that, but like, to me it's just such like a, like, you do the same thing every time, and I just like, its magic was just gone for me very fast. Because at a certain point, like, yeah, there's so much potential, and I know that, but also there's like so much like, it's always gonna look like a block something, you know, and like, it's just, I don't know. Maybe I got babied by like Forge in Halo or something like that, where I don't know. I guess the aesthetic just the aesthetic of Minecraft. I like the music of Minecraft. I like everything about Minecraft. I just don't like playing it for like long extended periods of time for some reason. It just doesn't hit me that way. But Stardew Valley, on the other hand, is phenomenal. I like playing that game a lot. So maybe I'll have like a lazy day stream or something where I do that. This is already way better of a design. I like this. Still feels a little. I don't know. I don't know if the teeth here add to the design or detract from the design. Ooh, maybe I could do like a third one. Yeah. Do like weird buck teeth. That's actually kind of cool. We'll keep it on this one. So way better. Still doesn't feel totally unique. Like, this silhouette feels like someone would be able to pick out this character, but not like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm going for, is just that, like, that silhouette that's just clicks. So it's cool though, because like with Will I think is one of the only characters. Actually, I mean, I think Fear I think has a silhouette that's like really strong. In fact, most of them, well, I mean, Fear and Doubt are the only two minions that were fought in the original series. But the minions in the original series, I think, definitely had silhouettes that were unique. But this went from really weird, really good stuff to really weird stuff really fast. Just put the really abstract stuff later in. Yeah. Cool. But yeah, like Dennis, Reggie, silhouettes are really in the original. Mindy even was like, But like now Mindy now is bopping, dude. Like, hold on, pull that up because that's honestly this is like one of the most favorite designs I've ever done. I don't even know if it's there yet, but like this, I just really fucking, in comparison to like, I mean, not even, this one was like an updated version of the old one that was kind of better, but like, yeah, this is good. I gotta maybe work on the proportions a little bit, but it's there. So, what could I do? What can I exaggerate going forward? Is a good question, I guess. I think the head's basically good. Maybe I could even make this hair like bigger. Can't go wrong with big hair ever. I think that's another thing too, is like it's so weird because like, you know, I was so worried about drawing my head small or too big or something like that. But that's like drawing from realism, and that's garbage. So like, or at least it's garbage in something that's as subjective as the style of a cartoon, is what I'm trying to say. And I think my hair used to be so, it looked fine, but it was like small, you know, like so small. And I don't know, blowing it out of proportion, I think really makes a difference. I think it really makes it look sweet. Yu-Gi-Oh style. Some of the hairstyles in Yu-Gi-Oh, like, not only do they look insane, but I think the part that gets me about the hairstyles in Yu-Gi-Oh is that they work. That's what gets me about Yu-Gi-Oh. They fucking work, and that's what's crazy about it. So like, you can't doubt your hairstyles of your characters if all the stuff from Yu-Gi-Oh can work. This might be just a little too large though. Just a little too large. There we go. That feels better. Yeah, I actually really like the weird 3 teeth. Dude, I swear, if this happens again, Why does this keep happening? What am I name? I gotta like look this up, dude. Shop, workspace. Let me draw or change tool. Yeah, this is not. Photoshop cursor lock. Alright, whatever. I guess I will just save this, reopen it since it doesn't seem to be a problem here. The mins. And then. That's so silly. I don't know what keeps happening there. Make like this ear bigger. Make his face wider. I like this one a lot. Ominous Pigeon Master. Okay, I know we can exaggerate that collar. I think it looks better like that. Exaggerate this. Make it like a King Dame Hearts kind of thing, where it's just so crazy large. To like that. Give me these like monkey suit pauldrons, you know, like those big beefy pauldrons you see on like guys who have like padded suits. Giving that little bit of a dorkiness. Oh, this. Alright, okay, I can get through it. Should be like super skinny. Actually, yeah, kind of like super skinny with these big beefy well, maybe. Yeah, let's work with it. Let's see. He's got this little pencil neck. So maybe having him be super skinny would. Oh my god. I'm gonna go back to the Simon style hags now. Should be in the legacy list. I'm gonna put this in the legacy list just in case I don't have it already in there. But God damn, dude, that first cup of tea just hits different. Is it a little too intense? Oh yeah. Yeah, we're getting here. It looks like I'm kind of. Am I like defaulting? Am I making him look like fucking Onion Knight? Okay, he looks way more fantastical right here than I'm used to him looking. Hold on, let me I mean that is basically what it looks like, but I'm thinking like Dissidia. Yeah. I guess that's not really close to what I'm designing, but like the pants made me think that I like Onion Knight a lot. guess maybe if I did like these blockular shapes, it'll fit better, I think. Funk. Funk. Messed something up there. Pulling back the Spunk Rocket shoes. Can't go wrong with Spunk Rocket. My boy. Oh, Spunk. Visions I have for you too. Nope. I used to be even skinnier. I used like maybe not. Something's being cooked. I gotta go check this. Be right back. Burb. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's outside or something. Whoa. Oh, no. Was that weird? But yeah, don't know. Maybe it's outside. Maybe it's inside. But it's not anyone in this apartment. That's for sure. And nothing's on, so it's not like the oven or something. Spooky? What's spooky? I'm just gonna delete. We're just gonna. I feel like this is what I'm trying to do. So we're just gonna copy and paste that and just. Oh, just went right to the same song. The Cure. This is an old one. I've already listened to this one 1,000 times. Maybe I haven't. I love math rock. Just sounds like getting your shit together after fucking up really bad. Kind of so goofy with his pose, but that's okay. Point is to sort of refine this silhouette a bit. Yeah, I think the I think the skinniness worked in my favor. Something still feels weird. Maybe his neck's not long enough. Ooh. Or maybe his legs. Kind of goofy looking. Kind of like a chicken. Really digging the longer necks all of a sudden for some reason. I'm just like, I liked it on that on the Eve character so much that I'm just like putting it on every character. Am I out of tea? Why am I not starting to drink more tea? Rookie mistake. steak. I guess I'll just make more. I'm gonna try the Earl Grey by itself. I feel like I'm not gonna like it as much by itself without any honey or anything, but I like the black tea by itself a lot. But Earl Grey has the whole bergamot aspect to it, and I don't know if that's gonna be. It's probably not gonna be bad. It's just like I just know it's such a banger thing to combine with some sugar. Regular tea. Oh boy, that boy got big fast. Who? Dennis? I mean, he's still gonna be about the same short. He's just a bit skinnier now. Skinnier and lankier. I think his head's too small in this one too. Yeah, it's funny that like, cause like every time I ask for critique, I always got like, your head's too big, and now I'm drawing them too small. So I think I was onto something. Yeah, that's way better. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna make a new layer and just start exaggerating some shit to sort of get it going a little bit bigger. So like, for example, his collar flaps, I feel like could be warped, you know, a little bigger. Make him scrawny. He is scrawny. If you're talking about the pants, they're baggy. They're poofy. Like, look at his head is literally wider than his body. Coming up. Maybe retcon this edition and just redo it myself, I guess. I was trying to warp it so that but I should do this one at a time, actually. Yeah, this is. I'm getting way closer to the design types that I want. Now he's what was it? Yellow? No, he's like orange. So like his skin's gonna be like orange. So like, let me. I like this. I like this a lot right here. Maybe it might be able to accentuate certain things, but yeah, I think this by itself is dope. So maybe I can like. No. I think it's good like that. So I think it's. Maybe I'll make them. Yeah. Put the color, the skin color layer on a different layer, but. Maybe a little bit more of a. Maybe a bit more vibrant. It's kind of like a pool green. We're gonna do like a bluish green, saturation, lightness. This kind of green. I could do red like that. Yeah, that actually looks pretty dope. I like that. Okay, we'll just do skin. Put it in a group. Are you done? You're done cooking. Hold on. Making more tea. I'll start drinking more green tea too. Maybe I'll drink a green tea after this. Green tea is like super good for you for different reasons. Alright, so let's get this yeah, this is reddish. And then I was digging that, like, I think like the orange or the yellow jumpsuit actually. I'll give him like a Bruce Lee jumpsuit. That actually is kind of funny. That's not yellow enough. I need like I need to go super saturated from now on. I was afraid of color before. I refuse to be afraid of color as an artist. Or no, maybe I'll make it like a gold. Bronze. Like this bronze. Nah, I think the I gotta add This is bothering me. Gotta add like something there just to imply that it's part of that. It's on the opposite end. Oh, let me give him like this orange. It's link hair. What the fuck did I do there? Oh, it's an ear. Okay. That's cool. That's fine. Actually, it's kind of bothering me. Let me There we go. I was confused. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, Dennis before had such a boring... I think all my characters had boring designs because I really wanted to... You know, I wanted Will to have the moment to shine, but... That's kind of lame, ain't it? Green? No, Will has green eyes. Let's give him like... Just give him let's give him some deep blue eyes. Nah, like lighter. No. Lighter this way. Yeah, there we go. I think the silhouette is there. I think maybe there's some stuff I could accentuate. I think the silhouette's there. I like the red skin. It doesn't seem to. I mean, that works. Maybe it's the suit. I'm gonna try something after I have him like kind of colored too. Give him like this Bruce. Why not give him the Bruce Lee shit? Maybe he's a Shopsaki fan, man. Never know. Why is he so red? Because I'm tired of boring skin colors. So my characters are going to have color in their skin now. Like Pandora, who's orange. And Reggie might be purple. Mindy's probably going to be some crazy color. Will's going to be one of the only people that has, you know, normal human type skin color. And the reason is because I think him, especially if everybody else has different skin colors and all sorts of shit, him having normal skin color will even further segment the point that he's so fucking average in a world where all this abnormal stuff is happening. He's the most mundane guy that exists. Understandable, yes. So I'm bored of regular skin colors. There's 2 skin colors. There's a lot of skin colors, but like I guess my point is that there's like if I present a world where there are people who are blue and green and all sorts of stuff, you know, it completely shatters any sort of necessity of anything. It just fuck it. Now everything is acceptable because you know, like, of course there's crazy buildings, of course there's all these things because these characters are, and that's what, you know, NSR really is good at. Like, all these characters are so fantastical that you don't question it from the start, and they all feel 100% real. Partially because their character design is fantastic, but also partially because you know, why would you question what was presented? Like, maybe if they started with regular skin colors and that changed, but it was already you know, in place. I don't know. It's a different world. It's a different world, and doing that kind of gives me a real good lead to sort of just do whatever I want. I guess that's basically it. I'm tired of being bored. So like the cartoon show Doug. Yeah, that's a good example, actually. Yeah. Doug a cartoon. Yeah, with the green guy and shit. Yeah. Exactly. Orange, green, blue. Yeah. This is a perfect example. And where everyone have unique skin color, except for Doug. Doug's just white. But think about that, you know, in contrast to everybody else. Doug's this kind of super average dude. And you know, like, and that just really builds on his character. So like, yeah, I need to rewatch the show. I haven't watched it for years. But so yeah, it's, you know, it's boring. I'm bored of. I'm bored of just, it's such a small, it's either like white, you know, like white, pinkish, tannish white to like dark, you know, brownish black, right? Like there's such a small, it's really such a small spectrum of colors if you just take them. Now like lighting and like everything else can like accentuate and make a character look a different color and all sorts of stuff. But like, I don't know, most of the characters I feel like most of the shows, most of the characters that people love, like think of it like Adventure Time, tons of different colored characters. Think of Regular Show, tons of different colored characters. Think of Steven Universe, tons of different colored characters, right? And it doesn't matter if they're just regular humans or not, right? Like in all those worlds, there's different like races and all sorts of different stuff. But at the end of the day, they're interesting because it's a way bigger variety of characters. And yeah, so I don't know. I think it's boring to just have regular skin colors for everything, because it really just it instantly closes off the fantastical nature, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. It's not like it doesn't work for everything, but like, you know, think even like Spider-Verse or something like that. Like most, like there's regular people in that movie. But there's also, you know, Green Goblin. There's also all these other characters. There's Tombstone, right? Tombstone's like blue, right? For what reason? I don't fucking know. Nobody fucking knows why he's blue, but he's blue, right? So like, it adds so much more spice to have these characters with these different skin colors. And I think I've always just been designing my characters with just like regular ass skin colors, and it's boring. It's boring. I don't want to do it anymore. So I'm forcing myself to basically only have Will. Will and Will's father are probably going to be some of the people who only have the regular skin colors. Because Will is just the most regular dude that exists, and then Will's father is the most, like, he's just gonna be like the 50s superhero dad. That's just what I want to have him as, you know, like he's just like this upstanding, like, well, we'll get him next time sport, kind of like doofy guy, and Yards wants to voice him, so he's gonna do that. And then yeah, he's just gonna be this really just like 50s dad, so he's just gonna be this like spelunking, like, you know, mean bean juice drinking dude, but he's gonna be basically like the perfect superhero of like the 40s and 50s. You know what I mean? Like everything, like the Clark. He's gonna be like goofy dad Clark Kent. You know, like and he's gonna maybe I'll even make him have like a different skin color because I don't really care. But Will, he's gonna be like more orangey, but like he's gonna look the most normal out of everybody, and reason being is to spice it up. But like, yeah, I'm bored of being bored, dude, with my own designs. I'm just so fucking bored of it, dude. Like, you know, everything that I love, you know, like Final Fantasy VII, right? Even though they have normal skin colors for the most part, the designs and stuff of the original are these goofy polygon things. They're super cartoonized and they're super stylistic and they're super whatever. And I love the new one, don't get me wrong. Like, it's amazing. But, you know, like, thinking about all the stuff that I like Sonic. You know, think of all the different colors in Sonic and stuff like that. Think of all the different colors in Mario. Think of all the... I like color. And I think people don't use it as much, and I wasn't using it as much. So it's boring. It was boring, man. What did I do? How did I separate that accidentally? Where'd my... So I don't, again, like, he might not, I don't even think I said this, but he might not be red at the end of the day. I'm just experimenting with different colors to sort of, like, I'm thinking like Mindy, maybe like a pale blue to sort of accent that she, you know, she's been inside a lot, but it's still like a bluish, not like a, you know, like an orangish, you know, it's not like a pale white. Or maybe I'll just make her like super white. Maybe I'll just like maybe her skin color will just be white, like straight up white, not like white person, but like just white. Because she's kind of like, she's gonna be voiced by my friend Hannah probably, and Hannah's Swedish, and you know, in Sweden they have like lots of snow and stuff like that. So Hannah is this very fair looking lass. She's got like really blonde hair, but you know, she's a lot paler because she's like Swedish. She's super white. So like maybe I'll just do like just white for Mindy, but maybe I'll make it like a little bluer. I don't know. Get like, let me give him some Tims. Nah. Color. Nah. Something feels wrong about that. Hold on. Here's what we'll do. Oh, color one. This is how I find colors sometimes. Works out really well. Like Powerpuff Girl, everyone is sharp, square shape, while the girls are soft and round. Yeah. That's... Yeah. Interest. I was not making interesting characters. And I was like, why isn't anybody looking at my shit? Because my shit wasn't interesting. It was boring. It was cringy. I think it was cringy in a good way, and I'm cool with that. But like, it was immature. It was, and I'm okay with like, I'm not beating myself up. I'm just acknowledging that I've grown, and I want to make stronger shit. That shows a lot of colors of the Rugrats and My Life as a Teenage Robot. My Life as a Teenage Robot is a good one too, yeah. My Hero Academia. Think of all the different colored people in that. Naruto. One Piece. Anime in general. Like, every show that we love has probably, I mean, not every show that we love, but most shows, you know, that go the distance really usually have just tons of different colors. Adventure Time is one of my favorites. Like, trying to think. SpongeBob? You know, like, all these fucking banger shows. Star vs. the Force of Evil. Think about her like ex-boyfriend, all like the crazy, goofy, mystical shits. Like, maybe I'm just like, maybe that's just the stuff that just interests me. But to me, the stuff that's most interesting usually has like a lot of color and shit like that. And so I gotta like, I'm gonna up my game here, you know? Thinking about maybe giving him like a I don't know. Actually, you know, those green shoes actually kind of work. I was gonna like mess with them to sort of add some visual, some different color to them, but they need something. Maybe orange accents, maybe blue accents. Maybe. I think that accents this really well. You might want to call it look regular, they transform, they get crazy anime hairstyles and color. Yes. Indeed. Yeah, no, just being completely honest with myself, my shit was boring. That's why I'm changing up Fear's design. Because Fear's design in itself isn't boring. Fear's design as who he is boring. It's exactly what you'd expect. It's just, ooh, scary guy. Like, you know, like he has no flair to him. He has no anything else. If he was maybe just sort of like a regular ass minion to something bigger in a different sense, that design might be strong. But no, I don't. I think it's a weak design at this point, and I think I can make stronger. I think I can do it, you know? Definitely gotta make a lot of mistakes to get there, but I will. But yeah, like I said, I'd rather have it look stupid than boring. And one thing that I was learning, I was talking to a man named Juan Hosmer. He's the director of Metronomic, and they are the people who made the game NSR. And someone else, I was watching him on Twitch, and I was talking to him, and someone else bumped into the call and started talking about game design and stuff like that. And one of the things that he said, you know, is that in Japan, you know, all these things that we love from Japan and stuff like that, oftentimes they value going like something like Katamari Damacy or something like that. Like, the weirder something is, and the more weird, the more weird something is, usually the better they consider it, right? So if something's, they push it farther, they push it farther, push it farther. You look at something like Katamari Damacy, and it's this crazy, weird fucking thing that makes absolutely no sense, but because of that, you're interested in it. You actually, like, care. You're like, what the fuck is this, right? And when you say, what the fuck is this, it makes the question here, when you see something and you see exactly what you expect, you're gonna glaze over it. When you see something and you see something really, really eye-popping and weird, that's what's so I think that's the thing is that like I'm okay with my shit being weird and stupid looking. That's fine as long as it's not boring. If it looks stupid to someone, that's cool. But if it catches their eye, makes them go, "What the fuck is this?" and actually watch it. Isn't that the point? Why do you think so many like? You know, let's talk real for a second, right? There's so many things that are overdone and amazing and cool that just get glazed over because they look really good, but they just look good, you know. But how many things are cringy looking? Think about that that furry video that really I have no beef with, but that like Cameron really likes to shit on. Boy Cam really likes to shit on that one furry thing just for no fucking reason other than it's cringy to him, right? But that's the thing is that like regardless of or not, you know, Cam wants to admit it, he's supporting that thing by watching it. But not only that, he's interested and he watches it. Think how many people have seen that thing just because it looks weird and strange and it just you know, it's eye-catching, it's bad, quote unquote. I think calling art bad is like stupid. In my opinion, there's no such thing as good or bad in a subjective sense. Like that just doesn't compute. It doesn't work, and that's why, you know, when I say, you know, like I want to push my designs. What furry video? I don't know. It's like this human guy and this furry girl, and like they get into a relationship, and like he's in college, and it was a senior thesis, and like I don't know, Cam's really fucking tilted over it for some reason. But I guess the thing is that think about how many people have seen that and how many people, you know, like Cam's being a fucking Gabe about it. You know, he's watching it and just, you know, breaking it down and just being like, this is really cringe. You know, like, and which is fine. I don't have beef with either him or Gabe. You know what I mean? But like, it's just like he's not doing anything different. It's just a different type of video that he's doing the same thing to. Point though is that yeah, I know that, laughing my ass off. Yeah, exactly. So, like, my point, though, is that, think about that. Like, human furry character, like, putting them together, that just clashes so much already that you're already just like, what the fuck, right? And then you watch it, and you're like, what the fuck, right? And so it doesn't matter if it's good or not. What matters is that a shit ton of people saw it, and a shit ton of people watched it, even if it's cringy, even if it's whatever. So, like, I guess the point is, yeah, but I guess my point is that, like, if you make something, like look like what you'd expect or just be something, it'll just, you know, that visual interest isn't there and it won't really hit you. But something like NSR or Sonic or something like that, those things hit you so hard because, you know, you're immediately intrigued by the characters because the characters aren't something you'd regularly see. You know, Hey Arnold, you know, is a really good show because like all the characters are really fucking crazy designs. Like fucking what's his name with the tube top hair that's like way too fucking long. Arnold with his football head. You know, everybody. Some people like are like, oh, this is bad character design. No, it's really good character design because you know what? You watched it, you saw it, and you enjoyed it, and it doesn't matter whether or not you think it's bad or not. What matters is that you enjoyed watching it, and therefore it's good. Like, and I'm not saying that like it's subjective, you know what I mean? But like, what makes a good character design is such a bad statement. Instead, what we should be asking is what makes a character interesting in relation to the world that he's in. Because, you know, a character design that looks bad can actually work really well in a big sense in especially the setting and everything that it has going on. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You could argue that, like, if you saw, like, Adventure Time, but you put, like, an anime character in the simplex world of Adventure Time, it's bad world design. No, it's bad character design because he doesn't fit the setting. Or vice versa, you know, like, I think the character design for Hey Arnold was good. It is fantastic, but a lot of people, you know, like, are like, oh, football head, you know what I mean? And then, like, give it a lot of shit for no reason. And, I'm just, it's, I just donked out hard. Point is that doesn't matter whether it's good or not. What matters is that it's interesting, it catches you, and you pay attention, right? BoJack Horseman, right? Why is BoJack Horseman interesting? If that show was just humans, wouldn't mean a thing. It'd be just a show. It would still have good meaning and it'd still have good things. But we see a horse. We see a motherfucking horse as a human, you know? And like we humanize a horse and we humanize a bunch of characters in this show. Tuca and Birdie, right? If that was just regular people, it'd be interesting, but because they made it fucking random animals and they bring these things, it just you pay attention so much more to what you can relate to when there's so much that's fantastical and weird and crazy, you know? And it when we're watching a bird and a horse run around on the screen, nothing else seems out of place. If we're watching two humans run around on the screen and there was some crazy shit going on in the background, then suddenly it feels a little weird, depending. But you know, so when you give it that spice, when you give it that when you I guess the thing is that like it's, if you're going to make something crazy, it's not spice, it's the main flavor, right? So like just go into it, man. Just full throttle into it, because only going full throttle into it is gonna actually, because like if you just don't doubt it and just go full into it, no one else is gonna fucking question it when they're watching it. Like if you look at like a lot of things and actually try to break them down, they look insane as you know, when we're trying to compare it to something that we normally see on a regular basis, right? Like Kill la Kill or some shit has some crazy plot, but because it's just presented in such an unapologetic way right from the get-go, we don't question it at all the whole time. And that's the magic of just you know, fucking believing it. So yeah. I think the skin, though, is a little weird on this, but I think it's just because the red is clashing with everything else. That could be considered good, but we're gonna edit it. We're gonna see what else could work. I was thinking the green, but I already got some other greens going on. That purple kind of works. Maybe we could lighten it up a little bit. Cool. We'll just in the cartoon rocker modern life, character designs were made even though they're anthropomorphic, they're such a unique design and look different from one another. Well, yeah. Every character should look different from one another. That's a mistake I was making, is that my characters all look super similar, and that's boring. It's you know, like it works in some situations, but not. I feel like you could always build on that. Alright. Give me feedback. I'm gonna send him this and go and ask him for some feedback. I'm gonna send him this. I'm gonna send him Mindy. I don't think I've sent him anything for a bit, so I'm gonna do that and send him a bunch of shit on Discords. Let me send yards and some new designs. Get some feedback from my main sauce. My main squeeze. Man, I'm probably gonna marry accidentally. I'll send him the droid at 2.012. That one could use some work, but you know. This is what Reggie. Yeah, there's that one. Okay, let me go get some. Let me go get some feedback from my main squeeze here. I'll just put a. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. You know? Alright. You alright? Yeah, you alright? You alright? You alright? You alright? Can I get some feedback? Dude, I think you're really gonna like these, and I just please. Pants? Are you wearing? Do you have pants in there, or do I need to lift it? Yes. No, I mean like.
No, I have pants in.
No, just grab your pants. I don't care. I don't care. I just want to. Can you please, so I can show you? Okay. I'm excited. I'm sorry. Hello, he's not here. He's just taking a shit or something. What?
You wanted to show me the thing.
I said it's just on Discord. Yeah, maybe it's cute as fuck though. I like that design a lot. All right, so I got feedback from Yard, which he's digging most of the designs. Did say that Dennis kind of looks like a clown, which that's fair. I want to skip the Elephant Gym song. I've listened to that one 1,000 times. Okay, so one of the things that kind of I think would help his designers a little bit is to give him some mad sideburns. Look at this, like something like this, yeah. Then we'll color those orange. And yeah, I do think I definitely need to work with the color a lot. Not gonna lie. But you know, I'm experimenting with something new, so I wasn't expecting it to. Yeah, look at these sideburns. That adds. But maybe I should give him goggles instead too. Like. Maybe. I don't know. No. Not for now. But. Those sideburns, man. Yeah! Kind of feels like the skin that's really clashing, so let me maybe make another adjustment. Yellow, green, blue. Oh. Maybe have it be darker. That kind of works. Yeah. Alright, that's. I mean, in comparison, you know, this guy to this guy with this weird in between phase. I mean, this is. Yeah, no, this is way better. I'm digging that a lot. I think I definitely need to work on the color, but other than the color scheme. See, it like I think if he was just like, nah, that's the shoes. Something about the shoes too. Let me just humor myself. Pop this up. Make this like a grayscale. Hit OK. Then, because like as a grayscale, I think it looks great. Yeah, I think as a grayscale, it looks fine. So if we colorize it now, you know, give him some like unified. Maybe I'll make his color scheme like green. That already looks better. Let me humor myself again. And just fuck with the color scheme a bit. Oh, also if I was already digging that blue a lot more, apparently. That purple's actually pretty cool too. That purple's pretty actually, hold up, with the something about purple and yellow really hits me. Alright. Hit me again. Whoa. Duplicate this. Create clipping mask. What if we adjustments, hue saturation? We colorize this like one color. Do it like a purple. And sort of just pull back from that. I like the weirdest way of like reverse engineering cool colors. This is actually looking pretty good right now. Kinda. Like overlay this or something. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I'll fuck with it more at some point. That's closer, I think, than it was. I think if we just hide this, it'll be the yeah. It's kind of cool. I don't know. It could be 1,000 different colors, but yeah, I think its design is way. I think that's my new way of doing this. Is just get a nice start for the character. Like what's going on? What do I like? Who's this character? What do I want her to have? Like what do I want them to have? What hair color? What hair color am I thinking? Are they short? Are they fat? Are they skinny? Are they oddly shaped for some reason? Are they misshapen? What's this character? Who are they? And then from that, just blowing stuff out of like exaggerating the accents and it's on like this is my designs. Lately have been way better than anything I've ever drawn. I think. And it's not been hard because I've just been exaggerating. Like I think that's like the easiest way to like I feel like going from like what Dennis originally was to this would seem like a crazy leap in skill, but I don't think it's even skill. I think it's just paying attention to what I mean maybe the paying attention's, part is skill that comes with it, but it feels like more just paying attention to what is working and what isn't working about the character. And just looking at it like, dude, honestly, when I was looking at it like an artist, I was just like, what am I doing wrong? But like, I'm like, what if I just looked at this like I'm the person watching the show, or something like that. I'm the person reading the comic. What is, what would interest me about this character? And I like this seems like an interesting character. Not the color scheme necessarily. The color scheme's kind of bunk. We'll just turn that off, but something about the proportions and everything like that's just working. Like it's not an equation. Art isn't an equation, and I think that's something that like is hard to like really wrap your head around. But like at the end of the day, it's not about whether or not it's a good design. It's not about whether or not like it's it's more just about looking at it. And it's just like, is this working? You know what I mean? If you could just look at it and see if it works, I think you're good. And like, I think you can always push it more and more and more and more and more. The point is that, I mean, I wouldn't say conform to a style because like I think if you have a bunch of like Gumball has a crazy style because it's like 30,000 different styles all at once. You know what I mean? But it works because everything's clashing and it's supposed to. And that's like I don't know, Cure music. What is Cure music? Every time you look up at the stars, it's like opening a door. You could be anyone, anywhere. You could be yourself at any moment in your life. You open that door and realize you're the same person under the same stars, camping out in the background, 11 years old. I guess that's beautiful, but yeah. People change though. Doesn't mean we can't look back, I guess. I didn't get too much about a description on a YouTube video, I guess. This sounds like, dude, I really want people in my life to. I want to go on midnight rendezvous, just drives, you know, through mountains, through crazy shit. Maybe I'll just do it by myself. We're gonna put this in. Alright, oh shit. Oh wait, I have a car. I can just go shopping today if I wanted to. But I don't. Why did you turn off? Why do you do this? My phone's stupid. I need to switch my fucking phone. It just turns off randomly for no reason. Then I have to plug it in, and then it's like the battery's dead, but like it was on for like 20 minutes, and the battery was perfectly fine for the longest time. Why would it? It wasn't like a gradual drop. It was just suddenly like. Doo! It's like dumb. I don't know. You need a new phone. I have a new phone. It's what my webcam is. But I hesitated on switching it because switching it would force me to all my shit would go to that phone while I'm recording and stuff like that. And I don't want that phone blowing up and buzzing and all sorts of shit while I'm recording, and I also want the ability to, like, you know, look at my phone. So if someone were to call me while I was streaming, it would go to that phone, and then I'd have to answer it, you know, while I'm streaming, and then it would fuck up the webcam and all that stuff. So I don't know. This phone's just really good though. It's got good quality pictures. It's the best like picture I've ever had from a webcam. Because it's not a webcam. Oh, I saved this to the wrong thing. That's okay, I guess. Go here. I'm getting hungry, but I don't want to eat too early, so. Okay. Maybe I should go just make breakfast. I don't want to though. I think what I need to do is just make my first cup of tea last longer. I think that'll, cause like it has like all that honey and creamer in it and stuff. So like, I feel like if I just make it last longer, that are you hungry? Kinda. It's more just like I can't think of. Maybe I can like look at like stuff like props, locations, boxing gloves. Get rid of that. That's irrelevant now. Well, it's not irrelevant because there's still that. But trash can lid. Okay, I can design a trash can real quick. Some crazy like. I want my props to just be crazy. Crazy like 90s shit was like crazy, but like I don't know, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog had some crazy shit. Way more exaggerated than you'd think. So like maybe from the top down it's like this crazy octagon. What the fuck? Guess not. Absorb. Thought I heard Yard scream or something. I was like, what the fuck? This is kind of like a downward perspective of this trash. Maybe I'll just make it like a weird shape. You know, like my trash can will be like this. Why is there a trash can, you ask? Reasons. But, whoa, I'll drop my pen. I don't know, I'm sick of just, I don't know. If someone looks at something and says it's stupid, that's fine, they're still looking at it. So, like, I think, you know, because, like, I think that's something that, like, you know, is, like, something you can learn from Tetsuya Nomura, you know, half his character designs are crazy, and people rip into those character designs all the time. But if they're saying that they're bad, they're wrong, because so many people love his shit, and it's universally just, like, a big thing, so you can't really shit on that. But like a lot of his character designs came from, you know, especially early on, came from spite. Lulu from Final Fantasy X, really good example of that. She just has belts all over, because like I forget who he was designing. It was like Sora or something like that, and one of the higher ups came in and was like, you need to tone down the belts and stuff like that on this character. And Tetsuya Nomura was just like, he was just so into the belts and stuff like that. He was like, no, fuck you. And then like just went the opposite way and started like building these, like he started just adding way more and more and more and more belts. And someone else came in and was just like, dude, this is awesome. Like this is so visually interesting. And like I hate when people are just like I don't know. Like the more crazy something is, the better it's gonna look. In certain circumstances, in most circumstances, like it doesn't matter if it's a good design or not. What matters is if it's interesting and it keeps people looking at this character. Like, or whatever it is. You know, a crazy fucking house instantly draws interest. Think about Bravest Warriors. Their house, their hideout, their place is just they literally live in a giant suit of armor that's like this giant robot like mecha thing, and they just never take it out, but they do hint that it can move and do things, but they just live in this giant fucking suit of armor, and like that's cool as fuck. Like, of course people are gonna be interested in that. It's crazy. Just don't make boring designs. It's really not that simple. Or it's really not that hard. You know? Every character of yours looks like this. No one's gonna be interested. But if you just like, dude, even with a simple style like that, whoa. Whoa, with this shape. Whoa. Whoa. Crazy. Three different characters right there. Super fast, super fly. Side of fries, wise guy. See this trash can? I thought it would look interesting, but I'm not liking it. So it's boring. So I'm gonna like do something. I don't know. Make it like. I don't even know if the trash can is necessary at this point. Trash can was kind of relevant, but not really. I do gotta think about it in every situation. What are the characters interacting with in the background, though? Like, you know, and I should write that down. What are the characters interacting with in the background? Because that's something that I don't want to say I've avoided. But it's something that I haven't done a lot because I just haven't thought about it. But, you know, like, we interacted. Think about how much I'm just picking up my teeth. You know what I mean? It's a very large portion of our lives is interacting with objects, is interacting with our environment. Our environment is a big aspect of who we are and how we react and stuff like that. So, what are characters interacting with in the background? Question mark. There we go. So yeah, this is a boring trash can. But what if I made? Ooh, what if I made it a star? Or what if I like even it? Okay, like okay. Well, I'll do this one first. Okay, wow, cool, oh my god. Who'd have thought? A store? Oh, a store as a trash can? Me good. You know, like what if it's, yeah, like something crazy like that, where it's like, boop, boop, and then this one comes down and intersects with that. Ooh, maybe not. Wow. You're crazy. Okay, this looks a little jank, but that's okay. That's so okays. Wow. Alright, that's still a little weird, but like I like the idea of the picking, because the trash can lid is more what matters. But like, can you imagine picking up a star? But like now I'm thinking like, what if it's like just a trash can, like a regular trash can, but it has like a cool design on it. So it's like a circular trash can, but then it has like a star on here. You know, that's like embossed in it. And I'm gonna have to definitely. I know I'm already rusty with like 3D. I think I could whip some stuff up together in Maya, but Maya looks like garbage now. Like it's like a cool. I'm sure like the potential of the program is so good, but like Blender, I've been dicking around with, and Blender, holy shit, it's I don't know why Maya is still relevant. Now here's the thing with the difference between Blender and Maya, right? You open up Maya, it looks a lot more user friendly. You open up Maya and you're like, wow, you know, like I don't, you know, say you don't know the program, but you don't know the program, but you look at it and you're like, huh, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on, but you know, it all kind of explains itself. You know, like this panel is for this panel is this. So if I know everything that's going on, if I know all this shit, all these panels and all these options and all these things will make sense, right? It's a lot more user-friendly looking. It looks like when you open it up that it explains itself to a certain extent, even if you don't know what's going on. With Blender, you open it up and it looks crazy times. You're just like, what the fuck? It looks so like, it looks like some crazy program. But the thing with Blender that I think is fucking amazing is that when you open up Blender, like in Maya, there's so many different panels and so many different things, right, going on. When you open up Blender, it looks crazy, but then you realize that everything that you see is literally everything, right? So, like, there's barely anything in Blender that's hidden. You know, everything is just immediately presented to you. So once you know everything in Blender, you're literally just, you have everything that you can just click and clack and click and whatever. So, like, just digging around in Blender and learning Blender a little bit, I like... It became, because I already knew like Maya and stuff like that, it started becoming super intuitive, and like at a certain point I was just like, oh, everything's just right here. I don't have to, like, it's so much simpler because everything's just right here out in the open. Nothing's hidden, nothing's sketchy, nothing's weird, nothing's like, oh, you have to go in this menu, open up this dialogue, and then like change with this thing, and then blah blah blah, and like have like 40 different panels open or some shit. It's all just right there, baby. It's all just fucking right there, right in front of you. It's beautiful. So like, Blender's a lot more user friendly once you like when you give it a chance, it just becomes so much easier. It's crazy. But that being said, I think Maya has the potential to render out stuff more maybe quote unquote realistic looking, or more intense or more crazy. Like it has the potential of crazier things. But if you're just gonna drop into something and dick around, you're more likely probably gonna get a way better. Cause like Arnold's really good in Maya and stuff like that. But like I feel like Blender really gives you the opportunity to make something look pretty fucking alright, really fast, without too much effort. It's kind of just already there in the program to sort of build that stuff. But that being said, though, like, the kind of style I'm going for anyways, like, if I can make it look like a 90s, you know, like, if I can make it look like it's kind of this, like, lower poly kind of thing, that will probably benefit the style and location and world a lot more than I might assume, just because my character, because it's like, I'm clashing this cartoon style with this 3D background, so the more I can make the 3D backgrounds feel simpler, the more it might work. I'm not saying I'm not going to add details and stuff like that. I'm just trying to say that, like, at the end of the day, I don't want to say the limitations of Blender in comparison to Maya, but maybe the limitations, we'll say, the lack of like 1,000 sun rays trying to, you know, hit an apple and show 30,000 different points of light that hit it that make it look fucking gorgeous and realistic. You know, the lack of that actually is probably going to work in my favor in a lot of ways, because the style I'm going for is more simple. So, I don't know. I'll dick around in Blender and see if it's actually giving me what I want, and then if not, I'll try Maya again, and if that doesn't get me what I want, then I'm going to assume that I'm not where I need to be, or that whatever I'm trying to accomplish isn't necessarily what I'm actually trying to accomplish. I think that's a line of thought that most people don't have. But like, is what you're trying to accomplish actually what you're trying to accomplish, right? Like, you have this vision, this hazy vision of what you're trying to make, but like, are you trying to make the hazy vision, or are you actually trying to put that down as a clear thing? And you gotta focus on the clear thing, I guess. But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe star trash can. I'm gonna go make food. I'm hungry. Fuck it. I think, you know, I think this is a win for this morning. So if I can just make, you know, I don't want to hold myself to that, but like, if I can just you know, work on something this strong at least every other day or something like that, we'll be good. We'll have this concepting down in no time. But yeah, I do definitely got to start writing a new script, so maybe I'll do that. I'll start doing that tonight, because I'm definitely I'm adding more to these characters. And instead of asking myself who these characters are, maybe I should ask myself how these characters are reacting to these situations, because in that'll explain itself in a lot of ways. Alright. Time to switch to cooking cam in a minute here. I'm gonna also change my pants. My pants are... So, or I'll roll them up, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Do I have shorts? I don't have shorts right now. So yeah, I guess I'll roll them up. Boom. Boom. Shorts now. Well, alright, so what am I going to make for breakfast today? I was going to say banana pancakes, but I'm actually kind of hungry, and I know banana pancakes aren't going to really solve my hunger. Oh, that's yard. Alright. I'm gonna have to pee so hard. I just drank so much tea. Tea both like hydrates the fuck out of me and also just like goes right through me. I think I'm just gonna leave whatever the fuck this soundtrack is on, so. Cooking cam, mute mic, okay.